Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors and sponsored by Paychex, one of the leading providers of HR, payroll, retirement, and software solutions for businesses of all sizes. My name is Steve Boese. Elmo-inspired survey shows many Americans struggling with their mental health. Back in January, the X account for the lovable Sesame Street character Elmo posted what at the time appeared to be a simple, almost throwaway question to its followers. Elmo is just checking in. How is everybody doing? The post read. Well, as it turned out, many people were not doing too well, and millions of people used the question from Elmo to share their stories. From lamenting it was a Monday in midwinter, to admitting they were seriously struggling with grief, trauma, depression, frustration, anxiety, and plenty more. The outpouring of responses was so great that Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit organization that produces Sesame Street, commissioned a survey of Americans to gauge just how they were doing with their mental health. The findings were recently released, and they show that for many, mental health remains an ongoing challenge. The ensuing report is based on the survey of more than 2,000 people aged 16 and older conducted in May of 2024, and the findings were weighted to be representative of the U.S. population overall. Some highlights from the survey include, most survey respondents, 79%, said their own well-being was negatively impacted by at least one factor. Over a quarter of people cited their own or their family's mental and emotional health as a source of negativity. And while the COVID-19 federal public health emergency may be over, 61% of parents reported that their family was still experiencing COVID's negative effects. And finally, the survey respondents ranked these negative impacts as most damaging to their well-being. Personal finances or economic security, 41%. You or your family's current physical health, 28%. Or you or your family's current emotional or mental health, 27%. Overall, the Sesame Workshop survey reveals widespread mental health challenges cutting across generational groups, locations, and backgrounds. Additionally, the data showed that improved and heightened attention to mental health and well-being in schools and at younger ages may be one of the most important factors in improving mental health outcomes. For example, 82% of Gen Z and millennial respondents agreed with the statement, "I wish I had been taught more about how to understand and manage my emotions as a child." Perhaps encouragingly, the data also suggests that today's parents will be more open with their children about mental health. 79% of parents agreed with the statement, "I wish my parents had been more honest with me about their mental health struggles." While the social media post from the beloved Elmo character was almost certainly not designed to kick off a national conversation about mental health and well-being, the overwhelming responses it inspired served to remind us that mental health remains a primary challenge to overcome, in the general sense, and certainly inside workplaces where, for better or worse, many Americans rely upon for their benefits and support systems. In fact, 81% of respondents agreed with the statement, "Leaders of our institutions need to reorient their priorities around well-being." And that statement certainly encompasses leaders in business and in the workplace. This is an important reminder as we close in on benefits open enrollment time here in the United States. We will continue to follow employee health and benefits trends and all the important topics in the world of work here on the HR Happy Hour Media Network. That's it for the Workplace Minute, powered by H3HR Advisors.